Hey, Wolf Pack, happy Friday, right? We made it. Final day of the week. Just a reminder, there are no classes on Saturday. We are running Cupid's Revenge co-ed competition. It's 65 teams, so it's going to be quite the event. So if you guys are bored on Saturday and want to watch some of our athletes, I think we've got 6 or 7 Infernal teams competing out of the 65. So come by, swing by, show some support, watch some, complete some workouts. Okay, it'll be super cool. We're going to start off just with a chance to really put all of the clean work that we've done over the last few months into play here. We've done it in the EMOM here, and we're going to add some burpees before, because a lot of times in CrossFit or in the open, we don't always get to complete these max lifts super fresh. There's some kind of global fatigue. It's after a workout. Body's pretty messed up. So we're going to try to simulate that just a little bit. Not a ton of burpees to really add like a ton of fatigue, but enough over the 8 sets it's going to add up, and we're going to feel some different kind of fatigue factors limiting the clean. So we'll go over that just to make sure we're all on the same page. So this should be obviously 5 burpees that we're taking at a very slow rate. We're not looking to go fast. We're not looking to overly fatigue ourselves. Just going to add a little bit of disturbance to our body. And so for the most part, you're going to feel this in your legs and your shoulders. Obviously, it's a burpee movement. And how that's going to affect the squat clean over the 8 sets is as we do more burpees, as we do heavier squat cleans, right? Our legs and our extension off the ground are going to be pretty compromised, right? You're jumping over the bar, even though it's a very minimal jump. Doing this with squat clean fatigue over the sets and the heart rate's getting higher, that good extension jump off the ground that we have for normal cleans is going to start to get more and more fatigue. So we really have to pay attention to this, and we have to focus on when we're ready to pull this bar from the floor. We know we're going to have to overextend, and we're going to have to think about, okay, my legs are fatigued. I really have to drive this barbell as high as I can before I pull underneath the barbell. So don't take these burpees for granted. Even though it's 5, you're going to be kind of pacing them, and you should be pacing them. They are going to add up, and they're going to add fatigue to the motion. And even the burpees can be a very core intensive workout if we're going slow and we're worming and we're pressing, right? We're getting chest and shoulder fatigue, which will impact your rack position as well. So we have to focus on the points that are going to make these squat cleans happen. Okay, extension point, and when we pull under the barbell, we have to have a good rack position, because when the midline fails, shoulders get fatigued, right? As soon as that barbell hits the chest, right, midline compresses, we lose the rack position, and that's what's going to affect the clean. So make sure we focus on these as we start with the lighter weight as we build up. That way when we get to our heavier loads, right, that those points are already primed and we're ready to rock and roll. Obviously, we need to continue to think of them. But have some fun with this, right? You have a chance to kind of open it up, hit a nice heavy squat clean if we're feeling pretty good. You'll build your way up for 8 sets, so find a final weight you want to get to and kind of retract yourself 8 sets from there, and it'll be a good time. Okay, so A is that. B is going to just be a 10 round for time workout. We've seen a couple in the open that is actually just 10 rounds for time, with some pretty short rep counts here to make sure that we're focusing on transitions. We're getting through the movements quick, we're keeping moving, we're not wasting time. So we want to pick rep counts or movements on these rep counts that we can do these unbroken, okay? Especially for the first half of this workout. This should be pretty fast, should be pretty intense. So make sure the pull-up motion that we choose today, at least for the first 5, we can jump up, we can knock out 4, come to the barbell. This should be something that, if we're comfortable, squat snatching right into the first overhead squat, standing it up, and doing the remaining 5 unbroken. We can power snatch it, get set, but we still should be able to hit these 6 in a row. And then the jump rope set. Ideally, this is something we're doing in 1 to 2 sets and relatively quick. 24 unbroken double unders is like 15 seconds. So you could technically rip through these rounds. 4 pull-ups is 6 to 8 seconds. Go to the barbell, 6 overhead squats, 15 to 20 seconds. 15, 20 seconds, you're looking at, 45 seconds to a minute per round. So this workout can be done sub 10. And I think that's going to be a really good score as long as we can keep ourselves moving, okay? Don't go out the gate thinking you're going to maintain the same pace the entire time, because things are going to slow down a little bit. So retract the pace a little bit from kind of where we want to be and hold steady until the final 2 rounds, and then drop the hammer and kind of go for it. So very open style workout here with the short reps. Keep yourself moving. Don't waste time between movements, because over 10 rounds of 3 transitions, right, if you take an extra 2 or 3 seconds to go to the overhead squats, 2 or 3 seconds to go to the double unders, that's 6 seconds, right? Over 10 rounds, it's an entire minute loss, and that's being generous with the amount of time we're transitioning, because a lot of times we get fatigued, grab chalk, we lollygag, we want to recover. I get it, but try to keep yourself to a minimum rest period, because these rep counts are relatively short, so we can crank through these and get a ton of intensity out of it and get a really, really good stimulus, okay? Other than that, have a great Friday. If I don't see you in the gym, have a great weekend. Maybe stop by a Saturday and come check out the event. Otherwise, have a great weekend, and we will see you next week. Later, Wolfpack.